guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Sharice. Welcome to The Good Life. As you've read, today's video is going to be a bookshelf tour because I have been promising to do one since last March, which is actually insane. Okay, so I do have two different bookshelves. I have the IKEA Billy bookshelf, the narrow one, and then I have a cute little pink bookshelf right here. So we're gonna start with my IKEA bookshelf and make our way over. So first things first, all the books on this shelf have been read. I deserve a little pat on the back. So I decided to organize my books that have been read, and TBR books. So let's start over here. I am gonna bring you guys a little bit closer though. Starting at the very top of the bookshelf, I have my black books. So I have the first book in the Filthy Rich Vampire series by Geneva Lee, which is Filthy Rich Vampire. Then I have the second, I believe, the second book in the Lancaster Prep series by Monica Murphy, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I also have a vase and a little flower inside of it. Moving down to the very first shelf, I have series and interconnected standalones. So I have the first and second book in the Twisted series by Anna Huang, Twisted Love and Twisted Games. As you can see, the spines don't match, but you know, it's okay. Then I have the first, second, and third book in the Magnolia Park series. So I have Magnolia Parks, Daisy Hates, Magnolia Park's Long Way Home. I literally just finished that a couple days ago. And then I have the entire Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver, but on top of it I have my TBR drawer with TBR prompts and a little decorative heart. Moving down to the series, I have Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless. My favorites would definitely be Reckless and Flawless, and then I'll rank it Heartless, Powerless, and no, Heartless, Hopeless, and Powerless. And in the corner I have two interconnected standalones by Hannah Bonham Young, Next of Kin and Next to You. Moving down to the third shelf, I have my pink books. As you can see, all the books aren't pink, but this is mainly like my pink shelf. So I have three books by Ella Mays, Marriage for One, her most popular book, The Hardest Fall, a sports romance, and Charlie Love and Cliches. Did not enjoy that book, but the cover is cute. Then I have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Don't really like the writing style in this book, and it's just a tad bit too long in my opinion. Happy Place by Emily Henry, Hate Mail, really cute cover, by Donna Machete, Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, a very popular book, Dating Dr. Dale by Nisha Sharma, and By the Book by Jasmine Guillory. This is actually a black romance. And then I have a candle that says Vibes. Moving down to the third shelf, I have, okay, this shelf is very difficult for me to explain sometimes, but if I have two or more books by a particular author, then I would just group them together and put it on this shelf. So left to right, I have the first, second, and third book. They're like interconnected standalones in the Part of Your World series by Abby Jimenez. She's very beloved in the book community, rightly so. My favorite in the series would definitely be Yours Truly. Then I have two books in like the Influencer series by Amy Lay, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Set on You and X's and O's. Then I have two books by Leo Lewis, 8 Perfect Hours and Better Left Unsent. I did not enjoy Better Left Unsent, but 8 Perfect Hours is really good. Two books by Colleen Hoover, Ugly Love and It Ends With Us, very popular. Then I have The Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, The Cheat Sheet and Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. She's one of my favorite authors. And then I have A Brush with Love and The Plus One by Maisie Edens. Her books are also really good, and they're usually about women in STEM, her books and Ali Hazelwood books. Next shelf is my rainbow shelf. It used to be a rainbow shelf. It's looking a little bit sad because I separated the books that I've read from the books I haven't read, so it's looking a little bit sad. But I have Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is a paperback, but she's still very cute. No, which is a hardback, but she's still very cute. Then I have The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This is an amazing thriller book. Then I have Chase Me by Tessa Bailey, which is the first book in the Broke and Beautiful series. Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. Did not enjoy that book. The Start of Something by Miranda Dickinson. This book actually has a really good plot, but the romance could have been significantly better. It started off well, but it just fell a little bit flat for me. My Mechanical Romance by Alexine Farrell Falmont. Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy, which is the first book in the Avalon Bay series. The Nanny by Lena Ferguson. That was very overhyped in my opinion. The Co-op by Tara Dewitt. Honey and Spice by Balu Babalola. This is a black romance, and I would 100% always recommend that book. It's so good. And then The Kids Quotient by Helen Huang, which I believe is like the first book in an interconnected series. It's called, the second books are like The Bright Test and something else. I don't really remember, but I never got my hands on them, so hopefully I can get them. Moving down to the blue shelf, and yes, I am most definitely sitting on the ground for this. I have a lot of blue books. I actually really love books with blue covers. So starting left to right, I have Her Italian Daddy by Bianca Cole. Don't ask me about the name of that book. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne. Twisted by Emily McIntyre, which is the fourth book in her interconnected series, the Never After series. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. A very fast-paced book. That's the first book in like a trilogy. Bad Girl Repetition by Elle Kennedy, which is the second book in the Avalon Bay series. I showed you the first one, Good Girl Complex. I have them separate. Don't ask me why I have them separate. I don't know. Then I have Mile High by Liz Tomford, which is definitely one of the prettiest book covers I own. Love the cover. The writing was also really good, but the book was a tad bit too long. Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. One Italian Summer by Rebecca Siri. Would recommend that book. Very short, but it has such a good plot line. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. Definitely one of my absolute favorite books, even though a lot of people in the book community would not agree, but love that book. Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, which is the interconnected book to It Happened, where is it? To It Happened One Summer. They're about two sisters. And then I have Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffney, and that is a black romance. So just in case you guys are looking for black romances. And then on my last shelf, I have my fantasy books and my white books. A very interesting combination. I don't know. In this corner, I have the Powerless trilogy. I have the first book, Powerless, the novella, Powerful, and the second book, Reckless, all by Lauren Roberts. And then I have the first book in the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros, which is Fourth Wing. Then I have Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which is a black romance. Well, she's black and he's white, so interracial romance. And then Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellers. That book was so interesting. No comment. And then I have a Bubble Candle. Okay, so we're gonna move over to my TBR bookshelf. Starting at the very top, I have my bulletin board, which would be decorated very soon. And then I have some Christmas decoration. I have my little Christmas tree, which I definitely need to get rid of because it's literally January. But starting left to right, I have the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. So I have the fine print, terms and condition, and final offer. And then I have a little decorative G, kind of cute. You can probably see me. And then I have the Magnolia Parks series. Now, if you were paying attention, you would have realized that I do have Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates up on that shelf. But I got a box set for Christmas, which basically means I have 2 copies of Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates, the first and second books. And then I have the 4th book, Daisy Hates, The Great Undoing, which is my current read, and Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, which is the 5th book in the series. Moving on to the first shelf, I have Wild Love by Elsie Silver, which is the first book in the Rose Hill series. Then I have Enemies to Lovers by Amelia Jones. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, that's also a movie. Twisted Hate by Anna Huang, which is the 3rd book in the Twisted series. Thank You for Sharing by Rachel Ronya Katz. Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And then I have a little drawer that says Girls Just Want to Have Funs. I have my book stickers and my bookmarks inside of that. I have 2 crates. The top one has stationery and the second one just has like random things. Then I have my little blue section, and I have Maggie Moves On by Lucy Score, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore, Until I Met You by Amber Rose Gill, One Last Gift by Emily Stone, that's a Christmas book, and Once More With Feeling by Alyssa Sussman. I have started every single one of those books. I just need to complete them this year. Moving on to the second shelf, I have my yellow books. So I have Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, Ghosts, also by Dolly Alderton, The Hunting Party, 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, and Girl A by Abigail Dean. Now, Everything I Know About Love is so popular, I really need to finish that book, and the last 3 books on this shelf are all thrillers, so I need to read at least 1 thriller this year. Then I have a candle that's shaped like a telephone and 2 gift sets that I got for Christmas. moving down to this last shelf, I have a little rose gold basket, and then I have like autobiographies in there. So I have one by Cheryl Cole, and then I have one for Queen Elizabeth II, and then I have another one for Cheryl Cole behind, but those aren't that interested. Moving over in this corner, I have the second book in the Jade War series. I do not own the first one, that's just random. The other book, then the book right next to it, is even more random because it's Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This is the third book in like a 15-book series or something like that. I don't know why I have that book. Then I have Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan, which I need to finish, To Love Jason Tourne by Ella Mays, All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, and To Hate Adam Connor, also by Ella Mays. And then I have a Bible. So that's my little bookshelf tour. I'm not sure how many books I have, but we'll do a little tally and I'll have it on the screen. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.